It's mind-blowing, really, how quickly the AI landscape is changing. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we were wrapping our heads around basic algorithms, and now, bam, we're practically drowning in generative AI, autonomous agents. It's a lot to keep up with.
It really is. The pace of innovation is unlike anything we've seen.
And that's precisely why we do these deep dives, right? To help us all make sense of it. So you've brought together a really impressive collection of analyses, forecasts, all these expert perspectives, and they all focus on where AI is going, especially in the next 5 years, with a particular lens on what 2025 might hold.
Exactly right. The aim is to break it all down, to give everyone a clear understanding of what's actually significant without getting lost in all the technical jargon.
So, our mission today, cut through the noise.
Mhm.
We're here to highlight those crucial insights, the so what behind all these developments, so that you can understand the actual impact without feeling completely overwhelmed. Ready to jump in?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Perfect. Let's start by sketching out the current AI landscape. One thing that jumps out from these sources is the sheer pervasiveness of generative AI. It's gone mainstream unbelievably fast.
It really has. And what's fascinating is the speed of that transition. Generative AI went from like a theoretical idea to this practical tool that almost anyone can use. But the real story for 2025, it's not just about these standalone platforms. It's about how this tech is going to become completely embedded in our digital lives, our everyday experiences.
Yeah, you see it everywhere, these AI-powered features popping up in the apps and services we use all the time. It's not so much about opening a separate AI tool anymore. It's about having those capabilities built right into our workflows.
Exactly. Imagine you're writing an email. AI is right there, effortlessly refining your wording, translating it into another language on the fly, even generating different versions targeted at different recipients. And all of this is happening within your email client. That's what I mean by contextual and convenient.
One report actually called generative AI a creative amplifier, and they were talking about its impact across fields like marketing and design. It's not just about automating the boring stuff. It's about giving professionals the tools to be more creative and stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. It's shifting from being this novelty to having real utility, boosting productivity, and opening up new possibilities for innovation.
Speaking of productivity, the data on AI adoption in the workplace is pretty striking. We've been hearing about AI's potential to automate tasks for a while now, but it really seems like 2025 is going to be a turning point.
Yeah, AI's ability to take over those repetitive routine tasks, things like data entry, drafting initial outlines, even certain aspects of quality control, it's becoming increasingly clear. And the amount of money companies are planning to invest in this area really highlights a major strategic shift.
I keep thinking back to that Lenovo study, the one where IT leaders said they're going to allocate a fifth of their tech budgets to AI in 2025, and most of that is going towards generative AI. That's a huge commitment.
It is. And if you compare the current level of adoption of generative AI in businesses, which is something like 11%, to the projected 42% adoption by 2025, it shows you just how seriously businesses are taking this technology.
So it's not just jumping on the latest trend, it's a calculated move to improve productivity, cut costs, and free up people to do what humans do best, solve complex problems, think creatively, that sort of thing.
You got it. By letting AI handle those more routine tasks, businesses can have their employees focus on areas that really require human ingenuity and strategic thinking.
Okay, let's move on to something that sounds pretty versatile, the rise of more advanced multimodal AI. Now, for those of us who aren't tech experts, what does multimodal actually mean in this context, and why is it important?
Think of it this way. Your typical AI language model is primarily focused on text, processing it, generating it. Multimodal AI takes that a step further. It can understand and work with all sorts of data at the same time, audio, video, images alongside text.
So it's not just about words anymore. It's about AI developing a richer understanding of information, much like how we humans use multiple senses to experience the world.
Precisely. Think about how you make sense of a social media post. You don't just read the text, you also look at the picture or video, right? All those different types of data contribute to your overall understanding. The expectation is that by 2025, we're going to see big leaps in multimodal AI, leading to much more intuitive and sophisticated AI tools.
So are we talking about AI that can, for example, watch a video presentation, understand what's being said, identify the key visuals, even gauge the speaker's emotional tone, all without needing a human to guide it every step of the way.
Exactly. And for businesses, this opens up a whole new level of analysis. Imagine being able to combine customer feedback from different sources, spoken reviews, product photos shared online, written testimonials to gain a much deeper understanding of customer sentiment and what's trending.
That's a significant leap in terms of what AI can do. It really sounds like AI is developing a more complete, more holistic view of the information it processes.
It is, and that paves the way for richer, more natural interactions between humans and machines.
Another trend that feels very relevant to our everyday lives is the push towards hyper-personalization driven by AI. We're all used to online recommendations, but it seems like this is evolving pretty rapidly.
Oh, absolutely. Think beyond just Netflix suggesting what to watch or Amazon recommending products. Hyper-personalization is about AI becoming this invisible layer that tailors our experiences across a wide range of technologies. Imagine smart devices that anticipate your needs, wearable tech that adapts to your health data in real time.
So instead of just broad recommendations, we're talking about really specific, context-aware adjustments based on each individual's data and habits.
Exactly. Imagine an educational app that changes its teaching style based on your understanding in real time, or a navigation app that takes into account whether you prefer scenic routes or the fastest way to get there. This level of personalized experience is becoming something people expect.
It makes sense, right? In a world where we're bombarded with choices and information, the services that truly understand and cater to our individual needs are the ones that are going to stand out.
Absolutely. And AI is the engine that makes that level of personalization possible on a large scale.
Okay, now decision intelligence, that's a term some folks might not be familiar with. What's the main idea behind it?
It's about AI evolving from just giving us data and insights to actually helping businesses make smarter and faster decisions. So instead of just presenting a bunch of data, it would recommend a specific course of action based on that analysis.
So going back to that retail chain example, it's not just about identifying peak shopping hours, it's about suggesting the ideal number of staff to have on hand, or how to adjust inventory in real time to maximize efficiency and keep customers happy.
You got it. It's about integrating AI directly into a company's strategic decision-making processes, allowing them to respond more effectively to changing circumstances.
That sounds like a fundamental shift in how companies use AI. It's moving from passive analysis to active guidance and even proactive intervention.
Precisely. It's about making AI a true partner in strategic decision-making.
And lastly, for the current landscape, we have the growing role of AI in promoting sustainability. That's an exciting application, for sure.
It really is. Sustainability is no longer just a nice to have. It's becoming absolutely essential for long-term business success. And AI offers some really powerful tools to help organizations become more environmentally responsible.
So it's not just about using AI for economic gains, it's also about using it to minimize our environmental impact and use resources more efficiently to create a more sustainable future.
Exactly. That example of a bakery using AI to analyze sales data to reduce bread waste, that's a perfect illustration of how even seemingly small AI applications can have a significant impact. It's about using data-driven insights for the greater good.
It's encouraging to see AI being applied to these critical global challenges. All right, so we've got a good grasp on the current AI landscape. Let's turn our attention to the horizon, the emerging AI technologies that are likely to see big growth in the coming years. First up, autonomous AI agents. That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It does have that futuristic ring to it, doesn't it? But the basic idea is AI systems that can perform tasks independently and even team up with other AI agents to achieve goals, all with minimal human intervention. Think of them as proactive digital assistants that can handle entire workflows.
And these are often built using those more specialized generative AI models we talked about earlier.
Exactly. They leverage the creative and problem-solving abilities of generative AI to perform specific functions. The early applications are likely to be focused on more structured tasks within a company, things like basic IT support or handling routine HR requests, areas where the risk of errors is low.
But the predictions for how widely they'll be adopted are pretty ambitious, right? Some forecasts suggest that AI agents could be managing a significant chunk of core business processes in the not-so-distant future.
That's the general expectation. It represents a big step towards truly automating knowledge work, and it has the potential to really change how businesses operate. Building trust in these autonomous systems through those carefully chosen initial deployments will be critical.
So are we looking at a future where AI is handling a much larger portion of the day-to-day work? freeing up human experts for more strategic and creative tasks.
That's the potential. It'll be a gradual process, but the direction seems pretty clear.
We're also seeing constant improvements in generative AI, especially in its multimodal capabilities. It seems like generative AI is becoming even more fundamental to a wide range of applications.
Absolutely. The expectation is that it'll become even more deeply embedded in all sorts of tools and platforms, with more and more businesses using it for things like generating synthetic customer data. This is really helpful for protecting privacy and for training AI models in situations where real-world data is scarce or sensitive.
And the multimodal aspect, being able to
Yeah.
generate not just text, but also images, audio, and video, that just keeps expanding the creative possibilities.
It does. And we might even start seeing generative AI being integrated into physical systems, like robots that can communicate and interact with their surroundings in more sophisticated ways. It's not just online applications anymore.
That's a pretty fascinating prospect, the merging of generative AI with the physical world.
It is. It really is.
Another emerging technology with a lot of potential is AI-based predictive maintenance. This sounds like a real game changer for industries that rely on complex machinery.
It is, and the market for this technology is expected to explode. The basic idea is that you have AI algorithms analyzing data from sensors on equipment to spot patterns and predict potential failures before they even happen, so companies can do maintenance before things break down.
So instead of waiting for something to break, companies can anticipate problems and schedule maintenance, which saves them money and prevents downtime.
Exactly. The benefits are huge, protecting expensive equipment, minimizing disruptions, reducing maintenance costs, and ensuring continuous operation, especially in sectors like manufacturing and transportation where reliability is key. And with cloud-based and edge AI solutions becoming more accessible, these predictive maintenance systems are becoming even more powerful and scalable.
It's a proactive approach that just makes sense, using data to improve efficiency and prevent problems before they arise.
Absolutely. AI is providing the intelligence to make this level of proactive maintenance possible.
Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the future of large language models themselves. It sounds like the focus is on making them more efficient, more accurate, and more adaptable.
Exactly right. Improving how efficiently they use computing power, making sure the information they provide is accurate, and reducing the potential for bias, these are all key areas of research. We can also expect to see LLMs offering more personalized outputs, being more deeply integrated with other digital services, and having a better understanding of context when they interact with us.
And I imagine the ongoing debate about closed source versus open source LLMs will continue to shape the landscape.
It will. Both approaches have their advantages in terms of control, transparency, and accessibility, and they both contribute to innovation in different ways.
It sounds like LLMs are becoming a really foundational part of the entire AI ecosystem.
They are. Every improvement in these core models has a ripple effect across countless applications and industries.
All right, so we've explored the current state of AI and some of the key emerging technologies. Now let's take a closer look at specific industries and see how AI is expected to drive transformation. Healthcare is one area with enormous potential.
In healthcare, AI is poised to revolutionize several key areas. We'll see a rise in AI-powered clinical decision support systems. These give healthcare professionals instant access to the latest research, treatment guidelines, and predictive analytics, helping them diagnose patients faster and more accurately.
That sounds like it could lead to some major improvements in patient care and outcomes.
Absolutely. AI can also help address the critical shortage of healthcare workers. It can automate tasks like documentation and scheduling, and can even assist with initial patient triage through virtual assistants. This frees up clinicians to spend more time interacting directly with patients.
That's crucial for so many healthcare systems that are stretched thin. What about the process of discovering new drugs and treatments?
AI is already having a huge impact in drug discovery. By analyzing massive amounts of biological and chemical data, AI can help identify potential drug candidates and predict their effectiveness. This has the potential to speed up the development of new therapies dramatically.
And when it comes to diagnosis, we're talking about AI enhancing the analysis of medical imaging, like MRIs and CT scans.
Exactly. AI algorithms can help radiologists and other specialists spot subtle anomalies in medical images, which could lead to earlier and more accurate diagnoses. Beyond diagnostics, AI will also help streamline administrative processes, improving efficiency across the board in healthcare.
It sounds like AI has the potential to touch nearly every aspect of healthcare, with the ultimate goal of creating a more efficient, patient-centered system.
That's the big picture.
Now let's shift gears to finance. How is AI expected to reshape this critical industry?
We're already seeing AI being used in finance, but the future holds even more sophisticated applications. Expect to see hyper-personalized financial services, where AI analyzes your financial data to give you tailored advice and offers. Generative AI will also become even more important in analyzing unstructured data to detect fraud and ensure compliance.
So AI will help protect our financial assets and give us more individualized financial guidance.
Exactly. And we'll likely see more autonomous AI agents working alongside financial professionals, automating routine tasks and making workflows more efficient. Plus, AI has the potential to make financial services more accessible to everyone by making complex investment strategies and tools easier for individual investors to use.
It sounds like AI could help level the playing field in finance, giving individuals access to more sophisticated tools and insights.
It has that potential, for sure.
Now let's talk about manufacturing, another industry ripe for AI-driven innovation.
Absolutely. AI is key to making manufacturing more sustainable. It can help optimize energy consumption, reduce waste, and minimize carbon footprints. Predictive maintenance, like we discussed, will become even more critical for preventing equipment breakdowns and keeping costs down.
We've touched on predictive maintenance already, but it seems particularly vital in the high-stakes world of manufacturing.
It is. And we'll continue to see advances in smart manufacturing technologies, with AI-powered robots taking on more complex tasks, IoT sensors providing real-time data for analysis, and AI-driven quality control systems ensuring higher production standards. Even areas like additive manufacturing and supply chain optimization will benefit greatly from AI-powered insights.
So the goal is a more efficient, sustainable, and higher quality manufacturing process, all driven by AI.
That's the trajectory, yes.
And last but not least, transportation. We're already seeing AI features in modern vehicles, but what are some of the bigger changes coming down the road?
Enhanced safety is a huge focus. AI is being used to analyze data from sensors in real time to provide advanced driver assistance features and alerts. AI will also play a role in making transportation more sustainable through optimized routing algorithms and by supporting the adoption of electric and eventually autonomous
But
vehicles.
autonomous vehicles still feel a bit futuristic, but it sounds like AI is the technology that will make them a reality.
It's a gradual evolution, but AI is definitely the driving force behind it. We'll also see faster and more efficient emergency response systems thanks to automated accident detection, more personalized in-vehicle experiences powered by AI infotainment systems, and smarter traffic management systems to help reduce congestion. And of course, predictive maintenance will be crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of both vehicles and transportation infrastructure.
So we're looking at safer, more sustainable, and more efficient ways of moving people and goods, a future we could all get behind. And the table you shared gives a really great overview of how AI adoption and key applications are shaping up across these different industries.
It does. It highlights the different ways AI is being used and how adoption rates vary across sectors.
Okay, so let's turn our attention to what the experts are saying and what the market data tells us. It seems like the overall outlook for AI growth is incredibly strong.
It is. The global AI market is projected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of almost 36% between 2025 and 2030, reaching a massive $1.8 trillion. That's a pretty clear indicator of the impact we can expect. And the AI software market alone is forecast to be worth nearly $400 billion by 2030.
Those are some serious numbers. And it sounds like generative AI is a major driver of this growth.
Absolutely, with a projected compound annual growth rate of almost 50%. And the expectation is that by 2026, a significant majority of businesses will be using generative AI for things like creating synthetic data, which just shows you its potential across various applications.
We're also seeing really strong growth projections for AI in areas like computer vision, right?
Yes, the market is expected to more than double to over $117 billion by 2030. This is driven by advancements in deep learning and the growing use of applications like smart surveillance systems and autonomous vehicles.
And in terms of user adoption, we're looking at a big jump in the number of people using AI very soon.
The projection is a 20% surge in global AI adoption by 2025, bringing the total number of users to over 378 million. This clearly shows a move towards incorporating AI into our daily lives and businesses.
And the experts are predicting that we'll see the emergence of these more sophisticated agentic AI systems that can handle complex tasks on their own.
Yes, AI that can go beyond simply responding to commands and can actually manage intricate processes like scheduling or even writing code. This is a big step towards more autonomous and capable AI solutions.
So it sounds like 2025 is a crucial year for companies to move past just experimenting with AI and start implementing it in ways that deliver real value for their business.
Absolutely. They need to be using it to improve customer experiences, empower their employees, and boost their bottom line.
Now, with all this exciting potential on the horizon, it's important to talk about the foundation that's driving all this innovation, the advancements in the AI models themselves. You mentioned foundation models. Can you tell us more about what makes them so important?
Think of foundation models as highly adaptable, general-purpose AI models that can be customized for a whole range of specific tasks. Instead of starting from scratch every time you want to build a new AI application, developers can use these pre-trained models as a solid starting point.
So they provide a kind of reusable, adaptable framework for building more specialized AI applications.
That's it exactly. They're trained on massive amounts of data using very sophisticated machine learning techniques. This extensive training allows them to learn broad patterns and representations of data, making them very adaptable across different modalities like text, images, audio, and even control systems for robots.
That versatility is key, isn't it? It's what makes them so powerful and enables innovation across a wide range of applications. You mentioned examples like OpenAI's GPT series and Google's Gemini. Are these the leading foundation models out there?
They're definitely some of the most well-known and powerful, but there are lots of organizations developing their own foundation models, all pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's a very competitive and fast-moving field.
It sounds like a really dynamic and rapidly evolving area of research and development.
It absolutely is. The pace of innovation in foundation models is driving progress across the entire field of AI.
Finally, let's look at the global landscape of AI development and adoption. It's clear that this isn't just happening in one or two places.
No, AI is a global phenomenon. While the United States and China are currently leading the pack in terms of development and investment, other countries are making significant contributions and have their own unique strengths and priorities.
You mentioned the UK, Canada, and a number of countries in Europe and Asia. What are some of the specific areas they're focusing on?
Many countries are strategically targeting their AI efforts towards applications that align with their existing industries and national goals. For example, Germany has a strong focus on AI in manufacturing, while France is prioritizing healthcare and transportation. Israel is a hub for AI innovation, particularly in cybersecurity, while South Korea and Japan are making big strides in robotics and consumer electronics.
And are we seeing more collaboration on a global scale with regional AI strategies and initiatives?
Yes, definitely. There's a growing understanding that we need to work together when it comes to AI development and governance. Organizations like the World Economic Forum are playing a key role in facilitating international dialogue and collaboration. The distribution of AI talent and investment also reflects these regional strengths, with the U.S. currently attracting the lion's share of global investment.
It's a complex, interconnected world when it comes to AI, with different regions bringing their unique expertise to the table. And the table you shared provides a helpful overview of the key strengths and strategic initiatives of different countries in the AI landscape.
It does. It shows how diverse the approaches are and the different priorities that are shaping the future of AI globally.
Wow, this has been a really comprehensive deep dive into the future of artificial intelligence. It's clear that the next 5 years are going to bring some profound changes, and that AI will become even more integrated into almost every part of our lives, both at work and at home.
It's going to be an exciting time, but staying informed about these trends is going to be essential for navigating the opportunities and adapting to the changing landscape.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's a thought-provoking question for everyone listening. With AI advancing so rapidly and becoming more capable all the time, what uniquely human skills, qualities, or endeavors do you think will become even more valuable and essential in the years to come? It's something to keep in mind as we all witness these incredible technological shifts unfolding.
That's a great question, one that we should all be thinking about.
Thank you for joining us on this journey into the near future of AI. We hope this discussion has provided valuable insights and a clearer understanding of what lies ahead. We encourage you to keep exploring the facets of AI that resonate with you and to keep those questions coming. Until next time.